In today's world, children are growing up surrounded by smartphones, tablets, and video games. But behind the convenience of these devices lies a growing problem: the serious impact of excessive screen time on their mental and physical health. Many parents don't realize that long hours spent on devices can lead to real, long-term health conditions. Studies have shown that the overuse of technology in childhood is linked to an increase in disorders like ADHD, anxiety, and even sleep disturbances. If left unchecked, these conditions can affect your child's academic performance, social interactions, and emotional development. Could your child already be at risk? Protecting their future begins now. Here at Childmind Health, we provide the information and tools you need to make informed decisions about your child's screen time. Subscribe now and learn how to take control of your family's digital habits before it's too late. In this video, we'll uncover 5 common diseases that excessive technology use can cause in children and what you can do to prevent them. Let's begin. One of the most concerning conditions linked to excessive screen time in children is ADHD, or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. This neurodevelopmental disorder affects a child's ability to focus, control impulses, and regulate emotions. While ADHD has genetic and biological factors, research now shows that environmental triggers, like prolonged screen use, can significantly worsen symptoms. When children spend hours engaging with fast-paced digital content such as video games or social media, their brains receive constant bursts of dopamine. This neurotransmitter, responsible for feelings of pleasure and reward, is triggered each time they win a game, receive a like, or see a notification. Over time, the brain becomes dependent on these instant rewards, making it harder for children to focus on slower, real-world tasks that require sustained attention. Studies have found that children with higher screen time are at greater risk of developing attention problems, impulsivity, and poor academic performance. They often struggle to complete homework, follow instructions, or engage in non-digital activities, as their brain craves the rapid stimulation provided by screens. If your child shows signs of restlessness, difficulty paying attention, or frequent impulsive behavior, it may be time to evaluate their screen habits. Reducing screen exposure and encouraging offline activities, such as reading or outdoor play, can help restore their ability to focus. Let's move on to another growing issue caused by technology overuse: anxiety. Anxiety disorders in children are on the rise, and excessive screen time is emerging as one of the contributing factors. While some level of anxiety is normal, when children spend prolonged periods on screens, especially on social media or gaming platforms, it can trigger or worsen chronic anxiety. One of the key reasons for this is constant comparison and the pressure to fit in. Social media platforms expose children to carefully curated images of other people's lives, leading them to believe they are falling behind or missing out. This phenomenon, known as FOMO, fear of missing out, can cause feelings of inadequacy and social anxiety, especially in adolescence. Overstimulation from digital content prevents the brain from properly winding down, leading to a state of heightened alertness. This can manifest as racing thoughts, difficulty sleeping, and physical symptoms like headaches or stomach aches. Children who spend too much time online may also become overly dependent on digital devices as a coping mechanism, turning to games or videos to escape feelings of stress, only to find that it worsens their anxiety in the long run. A 2022 study found that children who spend more than 3 hours a day on screens are significantly more likely to show symptoms of anxiety compared to their peers who engage in offline activities. Limiting screen use and encouraging face-to-face interactions can help reduce this risk and improve their emotional regulation. Next, let's look at another serious consequence of excessive screen time: depression. Depression in children is a growing concern, and research shows that excessive screen time can be a major contributor. Unlike anxiety, which often involves heightened stress and worry, depression is characterized by persistent feelings of sadness, hopelessness, and loss of interest in activities. One of the primary ways technology fuels depression is through social media exposure. Platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat often present an idealized version of reality, leading children to compare themselves to unrealistic standards. This comparison can erode their self-esteem and create feelings of inadequacy. The constant stream of likes, comments, and reactions can also amplify mood swings, especially when children don't receive the validation they expect. Another major factor is isolation. While screens can provide entertainment, they also limit opportunities for real-world interactions. Over time, children who spend too much time online may withdraw from family and friends, leading to social disconnection, a known risk factor for depression. Furthermore, lack of physical activity and disrupted sleep, both common side effects of screen overuse, can intensify depressive symptoms. Sleep deprivation affects mood regulation, and a sedentary lifestyle reduces the production of mood-enhancing chemicals, such as endorphins. If your child shows signs of withdrawal, persistent sadness, or irritability, it's important to evaluate their screen habits. Encouraging them to participate in offline activities and maintaining an open line of communication can help combat the effects of screen-induced depression. Next, we'll explore how technology overuse impacts sleep and contributes to sleep disorders. Sleep disorders are one of the most common and overlooked consequences of excessive screen time in children. Sleep is essential for healthy brain development, but when children spend too much time on devices, especially before bed, it can lead to chronic sleep deprivation and related disorders. The main culprit is the blue light emitted by screens, which suppresses the production of melatonin, the hormone responsible for regulating sleep. When melatonin levels are low, it becomes harder for children to fall asleep and stay asleep. As a result, they wake up feeling tired, irritable, and unable to concentrate during the day. In addition to the effects of blue light, the content children consume before bed can also overstimulate their minds. Fast-paced video games, social media scrolling, or intense videos can prevent the brain from entering a relaxed state, making it harder to wind down for restful sleep. Over time, this leads to chronic fatigue, mood swings, and poor academic performance. Studies have shown that children who use screens for more than 2 hours before bed are more likely to experience insomnia, nightmares, and irregular sleep patterns. Sleep disorders can also worsen symptoms of anxiety and depression, creating a vicious cycle that affects their mental and physical health. To help children sleep better, parents can implement screen-free periods at least 1 to 2 hours before bedtime and encourage calming activities like reading or journaling. Creating a technology-free bedroom environment can also improve sleep quality and overall well-being. Next, let's dive into digital addiction, one of the most serious long-term risks of excessive screen use. Digital addiction, also known as technology addiction or screen dependency disorder, is a condition where children develop a compulsive need to be on devices like smartphones, tablets, and video games. Unlike other disorders, digital addiction directly results from excessive screen exposure and can lead to serious long-term consequences for a child's mental, social, and cognitive development. One of the key drivers of digital addiction is the dopamine feedback loop created by apps and games. Many platforms are designed to provide frequent rewards such as likes, notifications, or gaming achievements, which stimulate the brain's reward system. Over time, children become dependent on these quick dopamine hits, making it difficult for them to disconnect or find satisfaction in offline activities. Children suffering from digital addiction often exhibit signs such as irritability, anxiety, or restlessness when separated from their devices. They may also show a decline in academic performance due to neglected responsibilities and difficulty focusing on non-digital tasks. In severe cases, digital addiction can lead to social withdrawal, as children prioritize virtual interactions over real-life relationships. The physical impacts are also significant. Sedentary screen use can contribute to weight gain, poor posture, and muscle weakness. Additionally, prolonged exposure to digital content can lead to eye strain and headaches, further affecting their daily life. To prevent or address digital addiction, parents should establish firm but realistic screen time limits and encourage alternative activities, such as sports, creative hobbies, and outdoor play. Leading by example is equally important. When children see their parents maintaining a healthy balance with technology, they are more likely to follow. Digital addiction can be managed with the right strategies, but early intervention is key to avoiding long-term damage. By taking small steps now, you can help your child regain balance and protect their future well-being. Excessive screen time is more than just a habit, it's a growing health concern with real consequences. From ADHD and anxiety to depression, sleep disorders, and digital addiction, the overuse of technology can negatively impact your child's development, both mentally and physically. But the good news is that early intervention can prevent these conditions from becoming long-term problems. As a parent, you have the power to guide your child toward healthier habits. Start by setting screen time limits, creating tech-free zones, and encouraging offline activities that foster creativity, physical activity, and social interactions. Small changes can make a big difference when it comes to protecting your child's future. If you're concerned about your child's screen time or want more tips on how to create a healthy digital environment, we're here to help. Subscribe to Child Mind Health for practical advice, expert insights, and strategies to support your family's well-being. Together, let's create a balanced, healthier future for our children.